Hey everybody, Jan here, and today is January 2. Some people are back to work and some are still on holidays. So anyway, today I had a thought, and it's because I'm in the car. So as you can see, I'm still in the same place that I usually do my vlogs. And so this thought is all about productivity hacks while driving, all right? Because here's the truth. One of the reasons why I thought of this is because I have been driving for 6 years. Yeah, from 2012 to 2018, right? So I have been driving for 6 years, and throughout those driving experience, I thought of okay, what can I do to make myself more productive, or should I say productive, while I'm driving? Because here's the truth about driving, right? When we drive, we are not really productive because most of our time is being consumed by the traffic, all right? By the traffic. So if there's a car in front of you, you stop, right? And then if there's a traffic light and then it's red, you have to stop. And then there are situations that you just can't control because there's like a crash in front of you and then you don't see it and all of that. And so what usually happens is we are stuck in a car and our brains are not functioning, and we are not progressing, you know. So that's a huge some amount of time. Because for me, for example, in a day, I think I would travel for around 3 hours minimum. All right, around 2 to 3 hours minimum. 1 hour going to the site, 1 hour going back home, and then 1 hour just driving around because I need to do some errands, like buying some stuff, eating lunch, eating dinner, or spend time with friends. So let's just say approximately around 2 to 3 hours in a day. And so I thought to myself, I need to find ways to be productive. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share the 3 productivity hacks that we can do while we are driving. Okay, and all of these 3 are things that I'm practicing and I'm applying in my life, and I find it really, really helpful. So here we go. The first thing that I usually do is to listen to audiobooks. Okay, that's a productivity hack number 1. Listen to audiobooks. Now, let me share my thoughts on this. There are some audiobooks that are boring. Why? It's because, maybe it's because of how the narrator talks about it. It's too dry, it's too it's monotone, and then it doesn't have energy. That's the reason why I like books that I like to listen to audiobooks that has energy. For example, the Gary Vaynerchuk's Crush It. It's he's really the one talking, and Grant Cardone's The 10X Rule, and he's really the one talking. And so what you imagine in the YouTube videos and the podcast is the exact same guy talking to the audiobook. And what I really like about it is that I use Audible, and it's I have access to the information and to the experiences of people that I can't even reach because they are in the United States and I'm in the Philippines, right? And so it's so amazing that this technology, the audiobook and the Audible account that I have, can give me information about life that can boost me forward, that can propel me forward, and about thinking, about mindset, about how I should approach life. Okay, so listening to audiobooks really puts and feeds your mind with good information and whatever it is that you wanna learn. For example, if you're the type of guy who doesn't really like business and you like to listen to fiction stories, then buy audiobooks that are fiction stories, man. All right, so that's the first one. The second thing that you can do is listen to music and sing along with it. So it's either you're going to listen to it or it's either going to sing along with the music. Why is this a productivity hack? Knowing that this is something that most people are doing. They just listen to music. They listen to radio or Spotify, right? Well, the reason behind that is that music gives us energy and boost our happiness and our hormones, right? Hopefully, if you're listening to emo songs, then that's a different story. But the point is, it enhances our mood. That's the reason why when you listen to like positive music or happy music or upbeat music, you also feel upbeat, you also feel happy, you also feel good, right? And that's because the music will instill, the lyrics that you're listening, the beat that you're listening to will feed your brain as to what the mood should be. All right? So if you're traveling and there's traffic, and then if you're going to listen to emo songs or like, you know, like songs that are down, what usually happens is you're going to get frustrated. But if you listen to music that's good, even if the traffic is like that, you can sing along with it. So your focus is not on the traffic. Your focus is on the music and how the mood is. All right? The third thing that you can do is to practice your thoughts, is to practice translating your thoughts into words. All right? For example, for me, I'm vlogging. Just like now, I'm vlogging. That's the reason why you're watching this video. I'm really happy that you're watching this, and I hope this adds value to you. I'm vlogging, all right? And so whatever it is that I'm vlogging, it's all about documenting my thoughts and like sharing what I learned and sharing the things that I think will add value. I keep on saying this, right? I keep on saying this because this is the real reason why I'm doing the vlog. And so what usually happens is while I'm driving, I can think of things. For example, if I see like a tree, or if I see a car, if I see a building, if I see a construction site, if I see a cow, or whatever, right? And so when I see those things, sometimes there are ideas, there are thoughts that will come into my mind, and I just try to share it. Like for example, hey, what if the construction site, it starts with a foundation, right? It's like from the plan. And so what if the plan doesn't work out? What happens to the foundation? Is it going to change? You know, things like that. I talk to myself. I ask questions. I share my thoughts to myself first. And so what usually happens is, what I realize is that when I talk in front of on a camera just like this, it's more spontaneous. I don't really have a script. If you notice, for the past a few videos that I shot, I don't have a script. I'm not looking at a note. I'm not looking on a piece of paper. I'm just sharing my thoughts, right? And a huge factor of me, you know, doing this because of that. You know, like I practice, I talk. Maybe it's because I'm the type of guy who has like thoughts and can easily translate it to words, but the point is, you can practice, right? If you have a presentation, practice while you're driving. If you have a sales pitch, practice while you're driving. If you have a singing contest, practice while you're driving. If you have a beauty pageant, try to ask yourself questions that are random and then answer your questions. So it's all about practice. You're translating your thoughts into your words so that it's easier for you to become comfortable. Alright guys, so again, those are the 3 things that I do in terms of like hacking, productivity hacks while driving. Again, number 1 is to listen to audiobooks because it will feed your mind with good information. For me, I like business books. That's the reason why I keep on naming the few people like Tony Robbins, Simon Sinek, Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, Tom Ferry, and all these people. If you don't know them, you can just easily Google them. So that's number 1, listen to audiobooks. Number 2 is to listen to music and sing along with it, even if you don't have a good voice. This is really powerful because it will enhance your mood, right? If you're sad, listen to happy songs so that your focus is on the happiness and on your mood instead of the traffic and how long the travel will be. All right? And the third thing that you can do is to practice. All right? Practice. Whatever it is that's in your mind, share it. Because the more you say things, the more you share it to yourself, it's easier for you to have a conversation with people. It's easier for you to do some vlogs, or it's easier for you to answer questions that are spontaneous instead of like thinking about it all the time. Alright guys, so again, this is Jan. This is the 2nd day of January. You can see a lot of posts in Facebook. This is the page 1 of 365 days of my life here, or like something like that. But we have to live every single day, right? We have to live every single day. We have to find ways to add value to people so that we will have a fulfilling life. and fruitful life. Okay, so this has been Jan. I hope this video adds value to you. By the way, please like if you see the value of this, or if you find value in it. Please comment your thoughts. Maybe you have more ideas about productivity hacks in terms of driving. And then number 3 is please share it to your friends who are driving a lot. Maybe they asked you this question and maybe this is the answer. Number 4, please subscribe to this channel. It's currently it has a lot of videos in it, and I'm still going to put out more content and more about, I'm sharing thoughts. So again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Happy New Year, everybody. This is the second day. Let's crush it. Let's hit the ground running, and let's be happy, and let's kick some ass.